Marion Ginopolis, Superintendent of the Lake Orion Community Schools. Welcome to the December edition of Inside the Dragons. Today we are here at one of our schools with the Lions Club celebrating our programs and our students with special needs. This is an annual celebration that the Lions Club puts on every Christmas for our students. It puts smiles on their faces as well as on all of the faces of the adults who participate. We are most appreciative and grateful to the Lions Club for all of the generous donations that they give to us. Then secondly, in our program, this episode will give you a much better look at the kinds of programs that we have in our schools for students with special needs. Run by Julie Gutman, who is the Director of Special Education in Lake Orion, you'll get a chance to see firsthand the kinds of things our students get to enjoy as they learn and grow in these special programs. The third thing in our episode will be another look at our robotics program in the district. You'll start off at the high school, but I would like you to understand that this program is growing really well at both the middle school and the high school level, and we've won championships, and I anticipate that we'll see more of that this year. And then we'll be having an opportunity to also see a program that came to the district from the Native American culture. It was an opportunity for our students at both the high school, middle, and elementary level to have a different view of some of the things in different cultures. And then finally, you'll have an opportunity to get a glimpse at our spectacular hockey program. Thank you for viewing, and I look forward to seeing you all next month. Happy holidays to everyone. I wish you a safe and healthy and happy New Year.
The Lake Orion Community School District's mission is to provide an exemplary education for all learners. That exists throughout the district, but especially in the outstanding special education program. Managed by Director Julie Gutman, the program reaches across the district with 846 students receiving services, with nearly 150 staff members. With services beginning from birth, the district supports all families.
Well, in Lake Orion, we are very proud to have the best staff, and we start right here in this classroom and in the homes for students from birth to 2. Right from the beginning, we work with families, and we actually go right into their homes. Sometimes we go right to the hospital. We work with them, and we begin to learn, what are their goals for their child, and what do they want to see. My staff are experts in many areas, and they begin to talk to them about how their child will begin to develop and what to expect with their child and the diagnosis that they were given. What is best about Lake Orion schools is we are very proud of our services and our programs, and it is pretty well known in our community.
The preschool classes for students with special needs are located in the CIRC building, allowing them to be close and on the same site as Gutman's Office of Special Education and sharing resources with the general preschool classes. Most of the elementary and middle school assistance for students with special needs is spread throughout the district. When Gutman took over the position nearly 10 years ago, she felt it was important to keep students receiving services learning with their peers. From team teaching with additional support to allowing those students to join in the general school moments, it enhances every student's experience. One of the most impressive programs in the department is the Phases Group for post-high school adults adjusting and learning life skills. With an engaged staff, the 39 students acquire many skills from learning to make a sandwich to finding information on computers.
The fond memories is I got new friends, and Julie Gutman is here, and I like Julie Gutman. She's a nice lady to just have my back, and when I feel down, she give me a lot of coping skills and stuff like that.
The special education program will take a major step forward next year as the district repurposes the former Pine Tree School as a special education facility. The Phases program will be on the upper level, with a county-wide program for students with autism occupying the lower level. The facility will expand the district's reach in the Lake Orion community and beyond, living up to its mission for all students. In its second year, the Scripps Middle School robotics team is building on the success they've achieved the previous school year, when they advanced past the first in Michigan FTC State Championship and competed in the World Championship. So far, during the 2017 school year, the Scripps team advanced past the regional qualifiers held in Midland in November, despite the fact that their robot broke down.
So our robot has an arm that grabs 6x6 cubes called glyphs, and you need to stack them into a crypto box within 3 minutes. And then the last 30 seconds is an end game where you grab a relic with another claw, and you have to reach your arm out as far as you can over the edge of the game field and place it.
I was kind of surprised because I was just in the pits kind of standing there, and at first we didn't know what happened. It was really scary, but then soon we realized it was just one of our cords that had fallen out.
That was pretty exciting when we for the competition we went through. We didn't go all the way through, but we got the award. We got the controls award, and with that they announced it, so everybody just got all excited, stood up. You know, they were carrying people out there and just going out. They were really thrilled with that.
We were extremely surprised. We all jumped off of the bleachers and went down there, and they congratulated us. We got a plaque that's in the school, so yeah.
We got a robot design award for making our robot really well and putting it down in the engineering notebook.
With the relic arm that we have, that's the reason we think that the controls win. It's a pretty unique situation that we had at that time in order to grab the relic and lift it and take it out at that time. That was the first competition for the state in Michigan, and then at that time most people weren't even doing the relic. There was only 3 or 4 teams out of 30-some that was there that could actually do the relic at that time, and we were one of them.
The Waldon Middle School team had one last shot to advance to state competition during a qualifier held in Oxford on December 8th and 9th, which they did. Impressive, considering the program is in its first year at Waldon.
Coming in, they were a pretty disparate group, kind of all going off in different directions. We did some exploratory activities and found areas that they were most interested in, and once we got them kind of channeled into an area, they were able to focus a little better, and they came together better as a team, and we've really seen them grow a lot over the course of the season.
When I was young, I used to play with the snap together electricity kits, and those were just a lot of fun, and that fueled my love for robotics and building, and it just hasn't stopped since.
I've experienced many great things. I have learned a lot. I've done fabrication. I've learned a little bit of Java coding, and I did drive.
It's pretty fun. Everyone's nice, and it's pretty fun to work with some high school team members and some other middle school's team.
It's definitely a steep learning curve, but the kids have really been able to pick things up, and I'm impressed with where we got from a month ago to now is amazing in my mind.
Due to the success of the robotics program at Scripps and at Lake Orion High School, interest has exploded in 2017. Since the robotics teams are required to be capped at 15, students are interviewed for a roster spot. We talked to students and mentors from both middle schools and asked them to share their experience so far.
We want to inspire them to go in some kind of, the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, math, and with that, we do see that some kids come and they want to do a lot of the controls, a lot of the programming, and so we'll guide them towards that. But some other kids want to do a lot of the mechanical. Some of them want to stay away from the robot and do much of the management stuff, like the sponsorship or the advertising and stuff like that. But in order to get them field, we have them in that as a lead student and also as a team, and then we also have them do cross-functional areas where they'll get their experience, not just in programming, but mechanical and all that. But we have them to mainly go with what they want to go into, and they are steered toward that direction.
I am observing a lot of kids working together, showing a lot of teamwork. They are learning how to present to judges. They are learning how to use tools in the shop. They're learning how to problem solve when things don't go perfectly. under pressure, which is very difficult.
What we're observing is their ability to work together as a team and their ability to pick up things about robotics really well and easily. We want people who are going to go into the high school team to be good, have a knack for robots, and that's something that we try to look for really early on in their education.
I think we can basically just get better from the beginning of this year to the end of this year. If the kids are learning, if the kids are bonding, if they're helping each other, if they're learning engineering concepts, it really doesn't matter how far we get in the competition, although that's exciting. It really is the growth that takes place, I think, between the beginning of the year and the end of the year.
It's been really cool learning how to use these tools because I haven't been really able to use them as like a 5th grader because we don't really get those responsibilities. So it's been really fun.
I really hope to see a lot of them on the high school team. I hope to see myself mentoring the high school team. I think this program in general opens up a lot of doors in their future. So.
Both Scripps and Waldon teams advanced to the state championship in Battle Creek on December 15th and 16th. Although Waldon made the finals, it did not advance. The Scripps team, however, received the Think Award at the state competition and have advanced to the North Super Regional competition to be held in Iowa in March. Congratulations! In November, a group of Native Americans from the Gladstone School District in the Upper Peninsula came to Lake Orion to share their culture with the students. The purpose is to spread cultural awareness of the Ojibwa culture during Native American Awareness Month. The 2 days the group spent in the district began with a visit to Learning Options, where the students heard stories about the Ojibwa culture. The connection stemmed from Learning Options teacher Andrea Rutledge, whose mother Jessie ran the program in Gladstone for 26 years. Jessie opened the conversation holding a feather.
You can't put words into what, I'm gonna cry. The kids that you touch by just coming with just what you have to share through your heart and them knowing that you're not there by getting paid and just coming to share and want to be there. You can't explain what it does to you. Not only when you see a person's face change from you spending 30 minutes with them and just that couple seconds, of seeing that joy in their face. You come with the younger kids and you can hear them what they're doing, and it just warms your heart. We have a problem with cultural shaming up in our school. Nobody's proud to be who they are, and everybody, if you're different, they come out and they lash at you. These guys yesterday, they showed totally respect. They didn't care that I looked different. They did not care who we were, where we were from. They truly cared and opened their heart, really, to who we were and just what we had to share with them. These guys were amazing. You could tell the difference with the diversity down here. It's a big difference, and they're open to all.
The discussion shared a different language and how the Native Americans connect with nature and how their stories touch all parts of the world. The trip through the district included a stop at Lake Orion High School for a spiritual water ceremony and connecting with the students in multiple grades by making dream catchers. The second day concluded with a drum circle and dancing at Stadium Drive Elementary for the young students. As Lake Orion High School sports enter the winter season, one team flies under the radar due to where they hold their games. The Lake Orion varsity hockey team, under the direction of head coach Nick Field, practice and play their home games at the Detroit Skate Club off of Square Lake Road and Telegraph. Some diehard LOHS students do make the trek down to the DSC to cheer on their classmates when they can. The team has put together some solid stats in recent years, including an OAA Red Division title just 1 year ago, and rolling to a 16-7-3 record. This year's veteran squad holds promise. Here's Coach Field.
We always set one goal every year, and that's to win our conference first. And then of course we'd like to win a regional title and eventually a state championship. But the first goal that we always establish for ourselves is just to win the conference and fight towards achieving that goal, and then see how that plays out, and then roll on to the state tournament from there. You know, I think the team is pretty similar to last year. We have a lot of good talent up front, some steady defensemen and good goaltending. The one thing that's a little different this year is we do have a little bit of an older team compared to last year. So we have good senior leadership and a good solid core of players top to bottom. We have some real good depth, and we're looking forward to see what we can do this year.
The team's longest winning streak of the season is at 6 at the time of this program's airing, and the Dragons are sitting just a couple of games out of first place in the division. We encourage all Dragon fans to head out to the DSC to cheer on these hard-working student athletes. For a list of upcoming games, visit the team's website at www.lakeorionhockey.com. There you'll find schedules, game stats, plus much more. ONTV and the Dragon Broadcasting Program will also be airing select live games throughout the season. Visit dragonbroadcasting.org for more information. Finally, we formally close out all fall sports coverage by saying a big congratulations to the members of the Dragon men's and women's cross-country teams for earning postseason recognition for all of their outstanding work, not only athletically, but also in the classroom. From the Michigan Interscholastic Track Coaches Association, or MITCA, sophomore Andrew Nolan was named as an individual academic all-state recipient. The Lady Dragons state qualifying cross-country team also earned an Academic All-State Award for 2017. Sporting a team GPA of 3.989 was tops for all Division I teams competing at the MHSAA state finals. Congratulations, runners, for getting it done on the course as well as in the classroom.
Thank you so much for watching the December edition of Inside the Dragons. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I wish everyone a very safe, happy holiday, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate, and a very healthy, Happy New Year.
Inside the Dragons is produced monthly by the Lake Orion Community Schools in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. For up-to-date news and information about the Lake Orion School District, visit our website at lakeorion.k12.mi.us and watch us on Comcast Educational Access Channel 22 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99.